Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online 23rd Century Starfleet campaign. We're continuing with the next mission, Takedown. Alright, Admiral Tuvok wants to speak with us before the briefing.
We are not yet ready to begin. While I finish preparations, I suggest you speak to the liaisons of our allies.
Alright, we'll talk to them. Now it seems quite a few of the representatives have shown up.
The Cooperative asked me to inform you that they appreciate your assistance, and are prepared to provide what assistance they can in the final battle against the Vaadwaur.
So what does the Cooperative offer?
The Cooperative's main weapon is adapted Borg technology. Cooperative vessels can confuse the systems of opposing ships and cause them to fire on friendly targets. This tactic is most effective in mixed groups of ships, where the Cooperative can turn the larger vessels against the smaller ones.
The Cooperative appreciates your partnership, and we are eager to end the Vaadwaur threat to our quadrant. Our technological capabilities are at your disposal.
I'm not sure I completely trust the Kazon after our experience with Maj Sessa, but they say they'll fight for us today. Maybe you'll have better luck reaching a consensus with them than I did.
And what can the Kazon provide?
The Kazon have a large number of ships and fight without fear. However, their lack of organization makes slotting them into precise battle formations problematic. They'll go to war with you, but they may not follow every order.
Thank you, Captain.
The Kazon are eager for battle. Our enemies will fall today. All of them.
Good to see you again. Through my excellent diplomatic skills, and some assistance from Admiral Tuvok, I have managed to convince the Hierarchy Board of Directors that assisting us in this battle and ensuring the end of the Vaadwaur will improve their long-term profits. The Hierarchy are experts at surveillance and espionage. If the Vaadwaur try any tricks, the Hierarchy would be the ones we should send to subvert them.
Greetings. The Hierarchy is anticipating a profitable transaction under your guidance. Our surveillance and tactical capabilities are at your disposal.
We anticipate a mutually beneficial arrangement.
We have a firm contract with the Hazari. It would bring them great dishonor to fail to complete it, so I expect that we'll have their full support in this battle.
And what will they do for us?
The Hazari ships usually fight in pairs. One ship hangs back and provides shield support for the other. This gives them excellent defensive capabilities, but it comes at a cost. Their firepower isn't quite as strong as it would be if they weren't so dedicated to protection.
That seems kind of an odd tactic for bounty hunters.
Greetings. The Hazari will uphold our end of the contract, to the letter. And we expect you to do the same. We specialize in defense, and our ships are at your disposal.
Thank you. We appreciate your acceptance of this contract. I think you still get their help even if you break the contract in the earlier mission.
The presentation will begin momentarily. Perhaps you would be willing to check in with the representatives of our other allies. We invited Eldex's people and the Hirogen, but neither group chose to send a representative.
And where are the Alpha Quadrant representatives?
The Vaadwaur are anticipating an attack of some kind, and we know they are monitoring our ship movements closely. Therefore, I suggest we adapt the tactics of our enemies to our own use. As a diversion, I have dispatched Alliance ships to the Cartella system to engage the Vaadwaur forces there. If they are successful, by the time the Vaadwaur realize what is happening, we will have already secured Vaadwaur Prime. The Vaadwaur believe the other species of this quadrant are too weak to challenge them. We will use that misconception to our advantage by using our Delta Quadrant allies to assault Vaadwaur Prime itself.
Okay, so essentially we are the bait. Well, the Alpha Quadrant and Beta Quadrant allies.
The presentation will begin momentarily. Perhaps you would be willing to check in with the representatives of our other allies. We invited Eldex's people and the Hirogen, but neither group chose to send a representative.
And we'll speak to the representatives. And here's the Benthans.
Greetings. The Benthan Guard is honored to join you in the fight against the Vaadwaur. We dedicate our lives to promoting law and order throughout the Delta Quadrant. Finding someone else with the same ideals is unusual, but most gratifying.
And their support is greatly appreciated. And of course we've seen the Cabali before.
It's an honor to meet you again. I am eternally grateful for your assistance on my world. By joining you in this fight, perhaps I can begin to repay a small portion of the life debt my people owe you.
And the Turay we've also seen before.
Greetings. Aiding you against the Vaadwaur was a difficult decision for our people. We do not wish to ally with you, but we understand that ending Gaul's reign of terror is more important than our discomfort.
And the support of the Turay is greatly appreciated.
Hello again. You've done so much to help us. It's only right that we help you this time.
And thank you, Kallax. And the Alliance appreciates the support. We'll speak to Tuvok once more.
If you are ready, I will begin the presentation. The bulk of the Vaadwaur fleet has pulled back to Vaadwaur Prime. We expect to face the final might of the Vaadwaur, including Gaul's flagship. Our battle there will have 5 fronts, each progressively closer to the planet. Our rendezvous point will be here, where the mineral content of the moon will help to hide our ships. The Turay will secure the subspace tunnels in this area, while the Cabali will help the wounded.
The Admiral has already given us our assignment. Our forces will assault the other side of the planet to secure the area against a possible retreat. Our Talaxian friends will be in charge of transporting prisoners of war.
To give us the best possible chance of success, our battle commander will be able to call in one wing of our allies at each of the first 4 fronts. Each wing of allies has different tactical advantages. The cooperative can confuse enemies. The Kazon have many ships and fight without fear. The hierarchy have unparalleled espionage and surveillance abilities, and should be difficult to take by surprise. Azari vessels fight in pairs, with one ship reinforcing the other's shields. This battle will be difficult, but we must prevail.
Alright, our objective is clear. So we'll beam up and get ready for the assault.
The fleet is ready to begin the assault. I will remain behind to coordinate their movements, while you will be commanding the battle from the field. We have 4 wings of allies at our disposal to help you break through the Vaadwaur lines. I recommend deploying 1 wing in each area. Are you ready to begin?
Now he says choosing the wrong fit is a disadvantage. I disagree with that. It isn't really a disadvantage because more ships always helps.
The Vaadwaur have sent out several large frigate scout forces. Which wing of allies do you want to assist you? An excellent choice. The Kazon numbers should be a match for the frigates, and their lack of organization should not be too great of a hindrance.
Now these are just frigates, so the Kazon should match them.
Something's not right here. The Kazon are in the wrong position, and they aren't responding to my hails.
Oh, it looks like the Kazon are betraying us. And it's the Kazon Nistrim, led by Sessin.
I was worried they might double-cross us, but I never thought they would be so blatant. But come to think of it, they did say some pretty suspicious things during the briefing. Fortunately, Admiral Tuvok and I have a backup plan. Sessin has been encroaching on Hirogen territory for some time. They'll join us in battle for a chance to collect his ship as a trophy.
Excellent work, Captain Kim.
We will hunt!
The Hirogen are ready to fight.
Congratulations, Admiral.
And we'll just mop up what's left of the Kazon.
This area is secure. What are your orders?
Remain here with the Hirogen and coordinate the cleanup
The
efforts.
Teray fleet has secured the subspace tunnels. The Vaadwaur will not be able to use them to attack or to retreat.
Excellent.
We shall establish a medical flotilla and secure the area. Vessels of the fleet can transport any wounded, including Vaadwaur, to our ships for treatment.
Make sure to treat our people first.
The Vaadwaur have set up a cruiser picket line in this area. Which ally do you want to advance?
I think the Hazari would be next.
A sound tactical choice. The Hazari methods utilize one ship to reinforce the shields of another. Vaadwaur cruisers do not have the firepower to break through the reinforced shielding.
And there's more Kazon left.
The Kazon Ogla will no longer stand by, while the Relora and Nistrum sully our name with their treachery. I will make good on their false promises.
Although it looks like we do get some Kazon backup.
Decision. The Hazari will take short work of those cruisers.
The Hazari defenses are too strong. The Vaadwaur can't get through. The Vaadwaur are starting to fall back.
Yeah, they got me pretty good with that last volley. Okay, now we need to hack some satellites.
We have defeated the first wave of Vaadwaur defenders, and we are entering position for our next offensive. Resistance has been heavier than expected, but our ships have so far proved equal to the task.
Excellent work.
Please remember to direct any wounded or prisoners of war to our flotilla at Alpha Front.
That went well. What do you want me to do now?
And Neelix can hold this area.
The Vaadwaur have constructed a defensive line of battleships supported by frigates. Which wing of allies would you like to help you?
And we can send in 7 with the cooperative.
An excellent strategy. The technology of the cooperative may be able to cause the larger ships to attack the smaller ones. Certainly the cooperative coordination and discipline will be more than a match for the tactical abilities of the Vaadwaur.
Unfortunately, the cooperative don't send us any cubes.
cooperative ships are performing at peak efficiency.
Now, where did that other group go? Oh, there they are. Okay, now we need to get these orbital platforms.
We are ready to begin transporting prisoners of war from the orbital platforms at your command.
The Vaadwaur forces in this area have been defeated. What are your orders?
The Vaadwaur have constructed a defensive line of battleships. However, knowing the Vaadwaur, they might be planning a surprise attack. Who do you want to assist you?
And we only have one choice left, the hierarchy.
A wise choice. The espionage and surveillance capabilities of the hierarchy should help us prepare for any surprises the Vaadwaur might have in store. The hierarchy are more than capable of handling the
Now we just have some repair platforms to disable.
The Vaadwaur forces are defeated, as I knew they would be. What are your orders?
Okay, and this should be the last front.
We have broken through to their final line of defense, their command ships. However, in doing so, we have exhausted our supply of allies, and the Vaadwaur dreadnoughts are formidable. This will be a difficult fight.
We have to press on, even if it's alone.
Not quite alone. The Hirogen have matters well in hand, so the Rhode Island is at your disposal.
Glad to have you, Captain.
I have temporarily taken command of a cooperative vessel. You will not fight alone.
We could use the help.
He also agreed to send a single ship to assist in the final assault. Under the command of yours truly, of course. I'm finally getting to use my emergency command subroutine. But you would not believe the amount of paperwork I had to fill out.
Fantastic, Doctor.
Last but not least, the Hazari managed to spare a ship and put it under my command. Captain Neelix. I quite like the sound of that.
Indeed,
I am
Neelix.
impressed with the show of support from our allies. However, my tactical analysis indicates that our forces are inferior to the Vaadwaur.
Well, we kind of have to fight. And Gaul is disappointed in us.
The Vaadwaur are relentless. The probability of our survival is slim.
Oh, Eldex is here.
Eldex's help appears to be...
Gaul's ship has launched a drop pod to the planet. Sensors indicate he's on board.
Sir, we've arrived to help secure the area.
And we are needed on the surface. And since this is actually a very important part of the mission, I have added Nell and Exil back in. And there's Gaul's escape pod. Oh, I'm full. Actually going to equip my officers real quick. And I'll skip the rest of the drops. Unless there's something exceptionally good. Oh, we've got another Super Vaadwaur. And we don't have any plasma vents to help us this time. Okay, now it's up to the control room. And on the mini-map, it looks like we're coming up to some sort of compound.
Your persistence is a credit to your race.
Welcome, my friend.
It is time.
You should have joined me when you had the chance. Your blood will drench the sands of our blasted home.
It's over, Gaul. Surrender now and the lives of your remaining soldiers.
Congratulations. You have earned the right to die on the hallowed soil of Vaadwaur Prime.
Solar's down.
Although you are clearly not the brightest aliens in the universe, your bravery is admirable. And I do respect Starfleet for ending my people's long twilight. Surrender now, and I give you my word I will spare your people. You and the other leaders will need to be executed, of course, but that is only to maintain order. Personally, I bear you no ill will.
We will never surrender.
That's twice you've refused my generosity. I should be insulted, but your pitiful blindness makes it difficult.
He can do his worst.
The Vaadwaur controlled this quadrant once, and our new allies have only made us stronger. Is that the best you've got?
Now's your chance! Defeat Gaul!
And that's our next objective, defeat Gaul.
I thought you would like to know. I took the liberty of scanning Gaul. He does not have a parasite. And I don't think he will.
What? That's impossible!
Okay, we need to take care of that support drone first. But yes, Gaul did not have a parasite. Gaul was always that delusional.
The Vaadwaur Empire will never fall, and you will not even be a footnote in our glorious history.
Okay, we need to take care of this overseer now. Okay, Tarsi is down.
We cannot be stopped. Time after time we rise from the ashes, and we are stronger for doing so.
Your logic is flawed, Gaul. You are already defeated. The evil I mistakenly unleashed on the galaxy ends at last.
My people and the galaxy must believe the parasites were behind his madness.
The remaining Vaadwaur have surrendered. What is your current situation?
And we were in Gaul's command center. Gaul's dead.
Were you able to determine why he returned to the surface? It was a tactical error. Even if underspace was closed to him, Gaul would have had more opportunities to escape if he had remained in his ship.
Well, we haven't investigated yet. Join me and we can investigate together.
Certainly. May I recommend Seven, Captain Kim, the Doctor, and Neelix join us as well. Their insight may be valuable.
Absolutely. Let's talk to Captain Kim first.
Honestly, I wasn't sure about coming back to the Delta Quadrant. I have a family and a life back home, and the idea of being 70,000 light years away again wasn't appealing. But seeing the good we've done for the Gabali, and now stopping the Vaadwaur, I think we were needed here. You were needed. Thank you. It's been a pleasure serving with you. I hope we meet again.
It was good serving with you, Captain Kim. Let's talk to the Doctor.
War is just a pointless waste of life. Usually for a political reason that doesn't much matter in the long term anyway. I understand that sometimes we need to fight to defend those who cannot defend themselves. I respect that. But what Gaul was doing here was madness. It's one thing for him to want to rebuild his people. It's something entirely different to destroy dozens of worlds to do so.
While this conflict was regrettable, it was ultimately for the greater good. Gaul's hubris and ambition blinded him to the harm he was doing to the Delta Quadrant and his own people. Now the threat is ended. There will be time to heal the damage he has done.
But were they acting alone?
I was responsible for the return of the Vaadwaur. Even though Admiral Janeway told me she might have done the same thing, it was ultimately my actions that allowed all this destruction to happen. I participated in the assimilation of many different species during my time with the Borg. Those acts weigh on me. The wanton slaughter caused by the Vaadwaur will do so as well.
Seven, you couldn't known what would happen.
Nevertheless, I am pleased I could, in some way, make up for my actions. By assisting the Toray, working with the Cooperative, and fighting the Vaadwaur here today, we have helped end what began more than 30 years ago when I activated those stasis tubes and freed the Vaadwaur. Thank you.
We couldn't have done this without you. And then we'll talk to Neelix, who is hiding behind this debris.
I'm not a man who normally dwells on revenge, but when Gaul and his soldiers attacked my people, it was almost all I could think about. Dexa helped me to see that death doesn't heal wounds of the heart, but thank you. This quadrant is safer now that Gaul and his soldiers are defeated, and I'm glad I was here to see it happen.
Goodbye, Neelix. Oh, there's some radiation hiding behind that door. Which door? This door. this strange device here. This doesn't look anything like what we've seen the Vaadwaur use.
Intriguing. This device is not familiar to me, but it does not appear to be of Vaadwaur origin. I will bring it back to Voyager for further analysis.
Seems that Tuvok agrees. What are the Vaadwaur doing with such a device? Well, let's beam up and take it with us. Well, let's contact the Alliance.
Congratulations! Your leadership during the assault on Vaadwaur Prime and the subsequent defeat of Gaul was inspired. With Gaul's defeat and the destruction of his fleet, we've secured the Delta Quadrant against a terrible threat. And I hope this is the last we see of the neural parasites and infected Vaadwaur. Perhaps even more importantly, we've united many species of the Delta Quadrant against a common enemy. This bodes well for future diplomatic negotiations and operations in the Delta Quadrant. They've worked together once, and they can do it again. However, the discovery of this artifact concerns me. Admiral Tuvok is leading an analysis. I'll contact you once we have more information.
And we get a Vaadwaur pistol. I likely won't be using it, because it's a kind of short-range weapon.
Hello. Would you have time to look into something for me?
And we get another mission. What's left behind?
Admiral Tuvok and Captain Kim are leading the analysis of the artifact you found on Vaadwaur Prime. I knew you'd want to be there for the great reveal, so I've arranged for you and your crew to be part of the team. Rendezvous with Voyager to get started.
Well, that was fast.
Hello. Would you have time to look into something for me?
Well, we've ended the Vaadwaur threat, at least for now. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.